Everyone is always talking about over-tourism in Japan, but the reality is, for most of the country, there's under-tourism. In fact, a lot of major tourist attractions have already become ghost towns, like here. There are just abandoned houses and buildings everywhere here. It's quite eerie. This looks apocalyptic. Look at this. Wow. Everyone tends to go to the same places, especially foreign tourists. Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto are absolutely overrun by over-tourism. The rest of Japan does not look like that. One of Japan's many decaying mega-tourist sites is located just north of Tokyo in Tochigi Prefecture, Kinugawa Onsen. At its height, it saw 3 million tourists each year, but today it's just a shadow of its former self. With decaying mega-resorts littering the landscape, this place is literally falling apart, like the Kinugawa Honten, closed in 1999, still sitting here today. Or next door, the Hoshinoya, closed in 2010, today unmoved. Home to plants and animals alike, this place is literally returning to nature. That doesn't look very stable to me. It's about to fall down. With the original owners long gone and bankrupted, there is no one to take responsibility for the demolition of these buildings. And to make it worse yet, even newer hotels are still going out of business today. Here we have yet another abandoned hotel with a barbecue grill restaurant. Honjitsu Tenkyubi. I think they're closed forever, actually. Not just today. Don't bother coming back tomorrow. It amazes me that they just left the chairs and everything in there and the tables. Nobody bothered to take that home with them on the last day. Interesting. And nobody's touched it since. The shoes are even left here. Right by the door. That's crazy. As documented by other YouTubers, the abandoned hotels and homes remain fully intact, even with cigarettes sitting in the ashtrays, appliances sitting in the rooms, and the onsen the same as the day everyone left. That's because in Japan it costs a lot to demolish a home, a hotel, and throw out the trash, and it's easier just to run away. But I assure you, if you're curious about what's inside, it's nothing good. In fact, it's actually quite horrifying and extremely dangerous to go inside these, especially the old ones. And it's also illegal. It's a misdemeanor in Japan. But that doesn't stop people from going into the buildings, writing graffiti, making it worse than it already is, both Japanese and foreigners alike. This has become so common in Japan that there's a new word for it, Haikyomania, or abandoned building mania, where the abandoned buildings have now become the tourist attraction, and people go inside just to get a glimpse, and I know of people who have gotten hurt doing so.
I broke my foot. Oh, I can't put my leg down. Oh, I know it's gonna hurt. Oh, what do I do? Oh man, it's so cold. I'm shaking all of a sudden. Oh.
Luckily, he got out of this with just a fractured foot. But with 9 million abandoned homes and buildings in Japan, you're beginning to see this almost everywhere, even in Tokyo. And it's only going to get worse because in the decades coming, Japan is expecting a major population crisis, creating even more of these. Most of it is visible right from the street. And let me tell you, it's like looking into the past. Oh my gosh, that's a bathtub over there. Wow. It looks like it's straight out of the Showa era from before the 1990s. There are just abandoned houses and buildings everywhere here. It's quite eerie. Oh my gosh. This does not feel like the Japan I know. This is really creepy. 交通事故から子供を守りましょう. Let's protect kids from traffic accidents. Well, there's certainly not a lot of kids or cars around the streets nowadays. It's eerie. Look at all these signs. Kinugawa Onsen. Oh my gosh, I see a car back there. It looks like the apocalypse hit this place. There were no disasters, no accidents happened. This wasn't because of an earthquake. It's simply everybody left. How did such a popular tourist destination end up like this? And why is no one taking responsibility, including the government? Well, to get that answer, we have to go back in time. When the Japanese economy was booming before the 1990s, companies would bring their employees here to spend the weekend all on the company money. It was easy to get to, just 2 hours from Tokyo and well connected. However, the 1990s brought the burst of the Japanese economic bubble, ushering in the era of the lost decade, which never ended. And companies didn't have money to send their employees on these retreats anymore. And that continued on through the decades, seeing closures of cafes, restaurants, and the hotels themselves. They got loans only to default, only to get more loans again, and also default. And with the owners gone, there was no one to clean up the mess. One of these buildings alone could be anywhere from $100,000 to $1 million. And with the collapse of the hotel economy in the area, families started to move out, leaving abandoned schools, abandoned houses all throughout the area. I have lived in Japan and seen all 47 prefectures, and I've never seen this much. There's broken windows in this house, and that door is completely covered by vines. I don't think anyone's ever going to be able to get out that door again. No zombies in here, right? Wow. We have unsold souvenirs. The flowers have lost their color. How long has this been sitting here?
Maybe 10 years.
Could be.
For sure.
Is somebody using this car?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Look at the tires. Nobody's...
Wreckage.
Nobody is going anywhere on those tires.
We can use.
I see an old doghouse there. There's definitely no one living in here. This is how the vicious cycle continues. More abandoned buildings means fewer tourists want to come here. And fewer tourists coming here means there will be more abandoned buildings yet. That's why coming here on a Saturday, it was easy to feel like we were the only people in town. However, we did stay in the Haikyo area, which has more abandoned buildings than the other side of town, the main onsen area. Even though it's nowhere near its peak, there are still Japanese people that come and visit this onsen. So we don't want to make it seem like there's absolutely no hotels open. In fact, there's a lot of places that you can stay, just like where we are today, hanging out in our onsen hotel, enjoying snacks. We have Tokyo Treat!
Yay!
Tokyo Treat is a limited edition snack box that you can only get from Japan, delivered straight to your doorstep. The theme changes every month, and this time we have Sakura Snack Night Festival. Kit Kat! This time we have matcha. Supu Harusame Cup Ramen. Traditional Japanese wagashi. Sakura Castella Cake. Tommy's Choice Umaibo.
My choice.
Hi, I'm gonna eat that.
Me.
No, it's mine. But if you're into more refined snacks that go well with tea, I have a suggestion for you. That is Sakurako. Sakurako are artisan craft snacks that come every month in a different theme. And this month's theme is, of course, Moonlit Sakura. Every item in this box is listed here. You can see how it's made, where it comes from, and if you have any allergies you want to check out. Sakura mochi, a cake cookie, senbei rice crackers, dorayaki. And not only are you going to get all of these snacks, but Sakurako also comes with a utensil or a plate, chopsticks. It's always a surprise. This time we have a Sakura plate. Look at that. And Sakurako always comes with some sort of tea. This time we have hibiscus tea. Ooh, from Okinawa. Wow, it's like a purple tea. I've never had anything like this before. It's so unique. This is an excellent gift for any of your family members, any of your friends, or you can just keep it for yourself. Have Tokyo Tree or Sakurako delivered right to your house. Go into the video description and get $5 off your first purchase. And use the code PEARL. And then you can start snacking like us.
Teiyu. Hashi no yu. Hashi yu. Haikyo. Haikyo. あっちも廃墟. Ruined. Bankruptcy.
There are many tourist attractions across Japan like Kinugawa Onsen that see very few visitors, domestic and international. Beautiful places that are waiting to be explored but lay rotting with almost no visitors. And in the meantime, Kyoto, Osaka, and Tokyo are at the brink of a over-tourism disaster as we pack ourselves into smaller and smaller places on our vacations. Who is to blame for this? Is it the Japanese government? Is it the tourists themselves? Why is this happening and how can we solve it? There are 47 different prefectures in Japan, but the majority of tourists, especially foreign tourists, don't see most of the country, leaving a giant bottleneck. Outside of Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto, most of the country needs more tourists. As tourists, I think we need to spread out a little bit more, especially foreign tourists. We're creating a bottleneck and over-tourism in areas, and then the whole rest of the country is going almost unseen. Anyway, catch up on my old videos, check out my series on Japan Underworld, and until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.